Once I find the file and press play, I'll let you guys have a listen to that interview, because it is really interesting what is happening now with the new ideas and the new views on the exchange of value. And this is what we need to become aware of. We need to become aware of the fact that we are the value, and we get to keep 100%, not 95% stolen from our value, and that we can exchange without these nasty criminals. And I've talked long enough for me to actually find the file, so now I'm going to press play. Shut up.
I'm here to with Kain Young and Angelucci to talk about iOPEEN in a bit longer fashion as last week, because there's something more to tell about it, and I believe Kain can tell a bit how it all happened for Angel and him, that this iOPEEN came to be. I believe Angel made this system and you came in later, but tell about it.
Okay. Angel Lucci, he did some research during the past months or weeks about, well, what kind of currency systems are there available, what kind of software is available, what could help make this really a success. And so he eventually came with the Seeker software. That would be the best choice for any currency, alternative currency currently available. And he set up the hosting to install Seekers on it. And then he came to me. He asked me to configure the system and have fun with it, make it workable for being points, make it workable for massive sites, and prepare the system for the world, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. So he did the development a bit around the system, so that it could be workable for everybody.
Yes.
And so, but as I understood, it's about ions, the system.
Yes, we use in iOPEEN, the International One People Internal Essence Network. We use ions to trade value with one another. People can offer their services and their goods to trade with one another. And since this is worldwide, there's also a need for local communities to do the same.
Yeah. Yes.
We at sign up, we activate people and they receive 2,000 ions automatically as initial credit, and every day they get 100 ions for just being themselves.
Okay, so that's in the system already, and there will be talk about, but that's later on with Angel, about interaction with other systems. But what is your view alternative exchange systems? Why are you doing this, better said?
Because I think that fiat currency, like the most people use in their wallet, is not lawful and legal. It's fiction, and it's mostly associated with debt, mm-hmm. and debt is a huge bearing on the people. It's causing a lot of suffering, and money should be available for when you need it.
better said, not only money, but just something to exchange and to get goods or products or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you want to have some alternative exchange system, because it's not a bank. I understand it's an exchange, and so that's where it's at the moment. I believe it's growing exponentially well, about because of some milestones that took others in other countries to promote this ions and iOPEEN, very open. I say OPEEN because it's with double E in the middle. So, and iOPEEN stands exactly for
International One People Eternal Essence Network.
Okay. So, and we will hear for the rest a lot of other stuff from Angel, which I have now a talk with. So I thank you for this moment, and I'm going to ask Angel to continue about the new money and what eventually is possible also with new currency and other currencies that are yet available.
Yes, one of the things I see iOPEEN as is a tool. And as a tool, we've got to come up with solutions and ideas on how to use this tool properly, or how to use it to put it to use for the best for everybody. Okay? A lot of people, I'm going to take this, but a lot of people I'm noticing on Facebook and Skype are asking questions about, why can't I have dollars in here? Why can't I have francs? Why can't I have Deutschmarks? You know, why can't I have pounds?
Yeah.
So what we do, we have ions. It's an alternative currency system that we have here. They exist. They've existed for 30 years plus all around the world in different communities. And what we can do with this, because we're in a digital age now, and actually we're even higher than that, but let's just go where we're at. We're in a digital age, and things can be done across the internet. Things can be done across the world. Okay, so let's use this tool to be creative. I'm thinking one of the ways is we have a marketplace, we have one ads, we have, for sale. Let's put in there and have a currency exchange section where people with currency, with national currencies, with the fiat money, because we are in a transitional state right now. We're in a transitional phase.
Yes.
So the people with the national currencies that have done well in this world, they can exchange ions for the dollars, ions for pounds. That way we can, make the transaction, and the individual with the currency will just go ahead and electronically send it to you over PayPal or over some other online, banking transfer system like that. And so then all of a sudden there you are, and I carry the whole trip, the whole One People's tour, Let's Pull Together tour. I carried just a debit card from my PayPal. I don't have a bank. I had to borrow somebody else's bank account just to have this. But anyway, but I used my debit card the whole trip, and I used it mostly for gasoline. I had enough for gas, and I had enough to get food when I was on the road, and it was perfect. And so that's why I'm going to put an ad in there requesting anybody, and if they want to do a unit-to-unit exchange, now that can be done in every country. That can be done in every country. Okay, so everybody, no matter how the governments have set up exchange rates, okay, yes. I think that's contrived anyway. That's all to keep us divided. It's another division, another control, okay? And so we exchange one-to-one among ourselves and among others, who are willing to play in iOPEEN. And iOPEEN can be that kind of tool. I mean, I plan on going on this tour. I'm thinking about it. I'm planning on it. And this Opal tour, okay? I'd like to meet up with those guys. I'd like to meet them. I'd like to go out on the road with my beast. But anyway, I'm going to put an ad out there and request currency exchange, ions to dollars. So I can put gasoline, I can do my repairs, but I'm also, as a member of iOPEEN, I want to be able to talk to businesses, go to the Papa John's, go to the pizza shop, go to the little places where, they're hurting too. There's a lot of businesses out there that are hurting, and they would love to have their business, even if it's in ions.
Yes.
And to them understand, use as many ions as you can in your community. It's a community thing. And what we want to do through iOPEEN is take all these Let's communities and all these Cyclops communities and have them come in with us, unless we can come up with a clearinghouse, where we can exchange all of our units among ourselves, and we don't even need the national fiat currency, only for the businesses that will not play with ions. And I think this happens faster than people are thinking, because it only takes, I get 2, you get 2, they get 2. If everybody just went and talked 2 to 3 people, 2 to 3 businesses, and got them involved, and then they're talking, eventually this thing would rapidly multiply, rapidly.
Yes. That's for sure. If that the exponential growth is always good, but it is indeed the cyclone system. I know it's not new, but it works also with credit or debit cards. I believe they have.
Yes. And we're looking at the cost right now on that.
Mm-hmm. And then you can also pay into the old system with credits that you have built up in currency.
Absolutely.
Or is that not right what I said?
Well, right now we've got it set for ions, but in the software itself, there is the capability of adding other currencies. Okay, so we could add every currency in the world. Okay, now I'm trying to figure this through, because we're not a bank. We're an exchange. We're an exchange system, but we're individual, banks. We're all individual banks, every one of us. We can fund ourselves. We can do whatever we want. Okay, so we need somebody who is honest enough and who has, abundance of dollars, a currency exchange house. It could be maybe, somebody like Dinar Trade, a currency exchange house, that they exchange currencies. Well, we talk them into exchanging currencies through ion. Or, we set up our own, the people. Let the people do it. We set up our own. Somebody who will do the currency exchange for people and make sure the transactions go properly. And do it on a one-to-one basis, a one-to-one basis if we can. But it'd be done among us. It'd be done among us as individuals.
Yeah.
Whatever nation you're in, you get the currency you need.
Yes. And it should also be done, I believe, without fees and other restrictions and that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise it don't work. You will have discrepancies, and you have people that still owe more than somebody else, and that's not what it's about. It's about. I've understood. I don't know if I understood it well, but the ion, is that limited every day or to a certain amount that you can have?
Well, no, sir. The concept of being points that Conf talked about, what we're doing is just doing that to get people into iOPEEN. It's your credit. All we're doing is extending your credit to you before you have an understanding of what's going on. Now, most people getting in now have been involved in the One People's Public Trust, and they have been involved in everything that's been going on since the beginning. Well, they know what's going on, and even some of them have a lot of questions. Okay, but if we can do this thing in a way that we educate people as we're going along, and that's why we have the website iOPEEN, i-open with 2 e's.com. And there's I-OPEEN Facebook rooms. There's a Facebook page. We want to get this out to the people. We're going to educate people.
Yes. And they can also find everything on our website, I believe, and that's angelucci.wordpress.com, but better known as
Streets of Love. Unconventional, baby.
Yes. But people have to look at angelucci.wordpress.com, and then they come at your website. So, but yes, it's a nice thing to get going, and I believe it's going well already for 1 week.
I believe it's so too.
Yeah, 1 week.
It's been 1 week today, brother. 1 week today. I set this up last Tuesday morning when I saw this. I set it up. It took about 15 minutes. That's how it was a plug-and-play environment, and it was a 2-week free trial, and I can do free real easy. I didn't have the money to pay for anything.
Yes.
But then we've got it paid now, and I want to thank everybody while I'm online for the donations that have come in. We were able to go ahead and get off the trial and get this thing activated for real. And we still need donations because it is going to cost a few bucks every month. And the people that hit iOPEEN, a little bit more, it's going to go up. But as we get more and more, it'll come down, percentage-wise. Once we reach so many environments, if we have to go up to another environment, we'll get a 10% discount. But see, it adds up real fast.
Yeah. And I understand you have also the access to the apps for Android, for Windows, and for Apple?
Well, no, sir, not the Windows.
Okay, not the Windows.
It's for the iPhone application. Is on the Cyclos software, and you can find that at io-opeen.com. And then you've got the iPhone, you've got the Android, and you've got the BlackBerry.
Okay, the BlackBerry. And that's important. But also, it works also on your PC desktop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you can do that over the internet. It's over the internet, actually. You don't have to download anything. We're actually running in the cloud. It's actually, you can access your account, your private account too. You can access it from anywhere, from any device. Through your internet connection and your browser, your web browser. Okay. No matter what device you're on.
And it's an open source thing, the whole Cyclos and iOPEEN.
Right, but yes, sir. But one thing about open source software, this particular company, Jurassic, when they picked it up and modified it to go with their server and everything, then it becomes a closed system. It's no longer open. Open source means it's available to anybody that wants to do it and modify it. It's open
for the development, yes.
For the development, and you can put it out to meet your needs. You don't have, the basic structure is there. Everything is there. It works. It operates. It's been out for a while. It's got the bugs out. I hear 4.0's coming out, and I've not looked into what the changes are, but I hear it's going to allow us to do Swift transfers and other types of transfers where we could go through PayPal, we can go through banks and everything. And since, we are the true lawful currency. Now, everybody has to know that. We are the true lawful currency as individuals. Our energy, our exchange of our energy is the true lawful currency. And anything that we want to show representation of that currency can be used.
No.
Okay?
Okay.
We could take pennies and say these are worth 1 unit. And all we're doing is exchanging. If you've got pennies, you've got units of ions, you've got units of dollars, you've got whatever. We're the ones who decide that, nobody else.
Yeah. It's clear to me, but I want to have it clear for the people who listen and are interested, so. Okay.
Well, they'll learn. If they want to learn more, do the research. But yeah, you were saying about Streets of Love Unconventional. That's where I pretty much tell the story. I'll put the history of something up there. You can go back and do the same research I did just by looking at the blog and select currency value systems. A category, and you can go back and do all the same research I did to come to this conclusion and to implement iOPEEN.
Do you have some announcement or some request you want to make to the world public or to the other systems that maybe are interested in connecting or interconnecting?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Please contact us. If you're using the Cyclos software or any other software, get a hold of us through through our iOPEEN pages on Facebook or even on our website. I think we have a place under the frequently asked questions where you can put in comments and suggestions. And please give us any inputs that you may give us, any solutions you've got, any ideas you've got, share it with us in a concise manner. Don't attack the tool. This is the people's tool. iOPEEN is the people's. There's only 3 of us. Actually, there's only 2 of us actually in it, and that's Kemp, Comp, and myself. We're the only ones who are administrators right now. So, Rod is doing our website.
Yes.
And we hope, it looks like we're going to need some help. I'm looking for a volunteer who'd like to be a member approval, admin. Because we're already, I worked at least 3 hours just this morning, or maybe after I lost the connection with you.
Yeah.
I ended up spending an hour and a half just putting in the dozen or more that's in there. We're up to like 460.
No,
almost,
I talked to Kind, and he said it was a 444. So it's a nice number, 444.
Oh, that was earlier. It's way past that now.
Okay, yeah.
It's when I was on earlier, it was 450 something.
Okay. So it's growing already, and it's good.
Already, man.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody, I just want to, we can't do this by ourselves, and I'm not saying what we've done with getting the application to everybody, but in creating the network. You network with your friends. You network with everybody. Let people know what you're excited about. Get excited about this, because this can take us from the bridge to nothing. This could be the bridge to no currency whatsoever. How would that be?
Yeah,